Hi guys, welcome to this week's blog, the Guitarist Survival Guide. This week we're looking at playing fast, and I'm going to be showing you how to play this lick. Okay, and the reason for that is quite a few of you have been getting in touch and asking me what the secret is to playing fast, and saying that you don't think you have the ability, the talent or whatever to do it. So I think that anybody can play speedy guitar, and I'm going to try in this video to unpack those things for you. So if you find the video helpful, please give it a like and share it, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be great. Here we go. So broadly there are three ways of playing fast. The first way is using legato techniques, and that's where you play one note and with your pick, and you then do, by using a combination of hammer-ons and pull-offs, play the rest of the notes. Or you can do tapping, that's kind of a similar thing. Okay, second way is alternate picking, so and then the third way is where you have one up string, which is known as sweep picking, which is probably the hardest of the three techniques. Okay, so alternate picking and sweep picking are kind of hard to get right, and most of the really fast guitar players primarily use legato anyway, and then if they want to do something flash, they've got the coordination from doing the legato technique first. So that's what we're going to look at today. We're in A minor pentatonic, and we're going to play it on the thinnest string, the E string. And the first thing to note is that I've got my fingertip up against the B string here, okay, just touching it, and then with my thumb I'm muting, I've resting it across all the strings apart from the string that I actually want to play there. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with a real simple pull-off. I'm doing it with my little finger. It's probably worth you trying to do it with your little finger too, but if you can't, using your third finger is fine as well. And you're going to do that and then pull the string like that. So the pull-off, it looks like I'm doing it all with my finger, but actually it's almost from my forearm, almost my whole arm is going like that. So you've got to really anchor down hard with your first finger and then pull that to get your second note like that. So we're just going to do that. Okay, and you notice as well that I'm playing a chord in between. It's just an A power chord played there with my first finger, and also I'm keeping a count as well. It's really important when you're practicing these techniques that you do them in time. It doesn't matter if you do them mega fast, but you've got to do them in time. So, that really helps in making things musical and keeping it even. So you've got that one, yeah? We're going to do the hammer-on now, so rather than picking each one like that, you're going to do a hammer-on. And the hammer-on really, you've got to kind of turn your hand over, and you can't do it sort of side-on like that. You've got to really come in from above, and literally, rather than using just the strength of your finger, you're going to throw your whole hand at the string, you know. Don't know if you can see how my whole arm is turning, so I'm using my whole arm from here to do the move. Pull off, hammer on. And part of the trick with this is using the energy of the string from when you've done the pull off. Make sure it's really like a good pull off so that the string is still ringing when you do the hammer on. So we're going to try that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then obviously you could do that quite a bit faster, so same rhythm but go faster. So that's Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. finger, so that's playing 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when you've done that, we're going to try basically to alternate the 4th and the 3rd finger. So you're going to go pull off like that, and then you're going to hammer on with the 3rd finger like that. Speed it up. Actually, even though it sounds... I can do that one fairly fast, so this isn't one to really blaze away on, just to get the coordination in, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. So if you're struggling to put the chord in, don't worry, just practice the little sequence on its own. Okay, next stage, the next thing we're going to try is where you do a pull off from your little finger to your 3rd finger, and then you pull off again to your 1st finger. So the key thing with this technique is keeping each finger really anchored down, okay? So notice I've got my hand turned over a fair amount, sort of kind of bent like that, and you're going to really keep that one anchored down so that you don't sort of pull the string off the fretboard. And then you pull off to the 1st finger, hammer on, hammer on. So this is in 4s. Coca-Cola, 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 cappuccino, cappuccino. And if you're doing that fast, you can notice that each finger isn't actually going that fast, it's just it's the combination of the 3 fingers that makes it sound fast. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't have to do it that fast if you don't want. It's just more about keeping it even, slow and even, because once you've got the technique, speeding it up is really easy. Okay, right, final technique now is the one that's going to lead on to the video that I'm going to link at the end of this video, and this is slightly more complicated, but this is the legato exercise to learn. Okay, so it starts with a pull off, little finger to your 1st finger, hammer on to your 3rd finger. Okay, so that's the first part of the sequence. So it goes, and it's 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to hammer on with your little finger, and then pull off down to your 1st finger. So it goes, first bit, and the second bit is down like that, and combined it sounds like this. 1. Okay, so my 1st finger's still up against that B string, muting it out, and speed it up sounds like this. If you look at each finger, they're not actually going that fast. So that's widdly widdly, it's in 6s. Widdly 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 widdly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once you can do that one, you can move on to the next string, which is the B string. This is probably the hardest part of playing this kind of fast stuff. It's when you move between strings. So we've done that one, 6 notes, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hammer like your little finger on, but you've got to move all your fingers across at once, and that's the trick that no one really tells you. Okay, so when you finish the first bit, and you've got to do that, so when you move your hand across, your first finger needs to touch up against the next string, against the G string. Yeah, and you've got to curl your first finger as well to mute that string from ringing out, the thinnest D string there. So it's that's the tricky thing. So see how my hand moves across? I move like my little finger and my first finger pretty much at the same time. And then we're going to do the same sequence, but this time instead of doing I'm going to do with the hammer on with my second finger. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So practice that one on its own first. And then try and combine them real slow. And then when you move back up, you've got to move both fingers at once again. So look at that when I change strings. Okay, so hopefully that unpacks the mystery of it a little bit. So the key things: coordination, building up real slow and keeping the notes even. Okay, it's not the strength of your fingers, it's actually hammering on your almost your whole hand, your whole arm from so using the whole strength of your arm to do it. It's about keeping the movements small, it's about muting, and then when you cross strings, remember to move like your whole hand in one go. Okay, so if you found this video useful, please let me know. You can subscribe to my webpage at davebrons.com. The details are just in the video description. If there's anything I haven't explained very well, or something you need to know more about, or whatever, do get in touch and let me know. I hope that was useful. Thanks for checking out my videos.